Hello, and welcome to this edition of Along the Path with Blue Springs Parks and Recreation. I'm Dennis Stovall, Director of Blue Springs Parks and Recreation. Have you ever wondered what you're going to do this summer with your children? Blue Springs Parks and Recreation offers a wide variety of programs and activities for your children. One of those programs is our Summer Day Camp program. We have Kayleigh Mayfield at Baumgardner Park here to tell us a little bit about the Summer Day Camp program.
Thanks, Dennis. My name's Kayleigh Mayfield. I'm a Recreation Supervisor for Blue Springs Parks and Recreation and the Day Camp Director at Blue Springs Summer Day Camp. Our Day Camp program is in its second year. We're a program for 5 to 12-year-olds, and we begin right when the Blue Springs School District ends school for the year and start right back up at when they start in the fall. We have different themes each week that range from medieval times to Disney and Pixar. These themes include crafts, games, and field trips that go along with those themes, and each week we also go swimming at the Blue Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Camp's an amazing program because it offers those small moments of personal success and also teach kids how to take care of each other and really build that self-esteem and character. Our staff goes through intense training of first aid, CPR, how to help kids build that character, and how to deal with issues such as bullying at camp. There's a 1-to-9 staff ratio that ensures that all of our campers get taken care of, and you can register by the week. It's a $75 registration fee at the beginning of the summer. This one-time fee includes 2 camp t-shirts and a season pool pass to the Blue that they can use all summer long. And then it's $120 per week, which includes care from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Includes swimming, field trips, crafts, activities, afternoon snacks, and even includes lunch. For more information, go to www.bluespringsgov.com/camp, and we hope to see you soon.
The Passport to Blue Springs was designed as we partnered with the 1-2-3-4-5 Fit-tastic campaign, which promotes healthy lifestyles. Anyone can pick up a passport at the Blue Springs Park and Recreation office and begin receiving stamps as you attend the free community events and explore the many parks listed in the passport. It is designed to get families or individuals active and works as a great calendar of free things to do in Blue Springs. Once completed, passports can be turned in to receive a prize. Passports will be updated quarterly with new events and questions to stay active and engaged in the program. Passports are free and a great way to explore your community.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take one. Oh yeah. All right. All good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting. Interesting. Not buying it. Not fair. That's it. This conversation is over. Oh, brother.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things.
I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F. Face drooping. A. Arm weakness. S. Speech difficulty. T. Time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment, and that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 260.
That's how many runs were walked in with the bases loaded last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's the number of kids who witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
Not a good stat.
No, it's not, but that can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. You can visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
Thanks, Kayleigh, for that great information. It sounds like it's going to be an exciting summer this year for the Summer Day Camp program.
Yeah, we're really excited for our second year of the program. It should be great. And now we're going to go to Dennis with the Directors Forum.
Today, we're at Wilbur Young Park, located in southern Blue Springs at 1100 Southeast Adams Dairy Parkway. This 40-acre park began in 1987 and today offers a wide variety of recreational activities. It is the home to the city's only disc golf course. This 18-hole venue has hosted local and national disc golf tournaments. The park is also home to the city's adult softball program with 3 fields at this location. Other amenities for the community to use include 6 tennis courts, 4 sand volleyball courts, a basketball court, shelter house, playground, and a small fishing pond. The park also has an outdoor education area and a small pond that is used by the Blue Springs South High School for environmental education and aquatic habitat lessons. The park also includes easy access to Adams Dairy Parkway's trail system, our longest trail within the city of Blue Springs. The park is also open from 6 a.m. till midnight daily.
Fit Over 50 with our certified instructors Melody Taylor and Julie Hengel incorporate the mind, mood, and memory with movements that use light weights and resistance bands. Take the balance challenge and get fit while making new friends. Also new this season is La Blast. This entry-level partner-free dance fitness class is based on dances seen on Dancing with the Stars. Learn dances like the disco, cha-cha, jive, salsa, and more. Increase muscular strength and endurance, as well as improve flexibility by joining either class.
Thanks, Dennis. I'm really looking forward to being able to get on Facebook to see different updates about events and some photos from events.
We're really excited about connecting with our residents through our new Facebook page and our new Friends of the Blue Springs Parks and Recreation program. Over the last year, Blue Springs Parks and Recreation has been working to bring you new programs and opportunities. One of those programs coming up this June is Mud Battles. Here today with us is Justin Stewart, our Parks Superintendent of Recreation. Welcome to the show, Justin. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the event and what the participants can expect?
Well, Ultimate Mud Battles is a very unique event. There's really nothing quite like it in the Kansas City area. It's an event to get your friends together, teams of 6 to 10 people. Come on out, play around in the mud with your friends. This event's going to be held on June 14th at Grounds Park, which is located right off of Duncan Road here in Blue Springs, near the entrance to the Kohl's Distribution Center. All the challenges that we have teams do take place in the mud pits except for the joust, which is held over a body of water. And people can expect to get really muddy, have a lot of laughs, and have a good time with their friends.
Why don't you tell us a little about some of the events that the participants can expect to take place in and kind of how they compete against the teams and each other?
Well, there's 8 events. All of them, like I said, take place in the mud except for the joust. Each event requires 2 females to participate. So you can have a team of 8 to 10 people. As long as you have 2 females to participate in those events, you're all set. Some of the events, I'll just kind of go through them. We have belly bumpers, which is an inflatable tube around you that you use to knock each other around in the mud and try to knock each other down. Tug of war, which is a full team event, just the classic game tug of war. Eliminator is a game where you try to get as many balls gathered up as you can and steal from other teams. Ball Frenzy is an event where you try to make sure you don't have any balls on your side of the court or on your side of the mud pit. We'll have an obstacle course that people will have to go through. Ultimate Football, which is similar to Ultimate Frisbee. And the joust, like I said, is an event where you'll be suspended sitting on a pipe over a pool of water, and you'll try to knock each other into the water. And finally, just dodgeball, another classic PE game. Wow,
doesn't sound like you really need to be a competitive type athlete to participate in these, do you?
No, you really don't have to train. You don't have to be an elite athlete. The mud is kind of the equalizer in an event like this, so it helps if you do have some athletic skill, but it's definitely not necessary.
What about some other activities? Are there other activities that are involved in the event besides just the events themselves?
Yeah, we'll have a DJ on site that'll be playing some music throughout the day. We're going to have some food and beverage vendors out there as well as some other vendors that will be displaying their products and their services out there.
What could a participant expect to get with their entry fee and being a part of the event?
Part of the event, everybody will get a Mud Battles t-shirt with the Ultimate Mud Battles logo on it. We're also going to have spaces set aside for teams to gather just to socialize when they're not competing. And then, like I said, with all the other activities going on, they'll be able to wander around throughout the day and take advantage of those things.
What do you see as the outcome of these themed events? It seems like we're having a lot of themed events lately here around the metropolitan area. You know, we've got other events that take place like color runs and other mud events. What do you see as the driving force behind this?
Yeah, the thing with the theme events is it's something that anybody can do most of the time. You don't, like we said, you don't have to be an elite athlete. A lot of them you don't have to train for a long extended period of time. It's usually a one-day event that lasts anywhere from, an hour to 3 or 4 hours. It's something that is a little bit out of the norm. It's something that you can't just go out and do on your own. So it's just an opportunity for people to do something a little bit different, close to home. You don't have to travel a long ways to do it.
What happens if I don't want to compete in the event, but I want to come see? What can spectators come? What can they expect?
Yeah, spectators can come out. We'll have parking available on site so people can come out and watch and have fun, just be part of the festivities, and then hopefully next year they'll get their own team together.
Sounds like a great event. Why don't you tell us a little bit maybe how people could register for the event or get signed up to participate?
Yeah, to get signed up, you can come into the Parks and Rec office. You can call the Parks and Rec office at 228-0137. You can also get all the event information and registration information on our website at www.bluespringsgov.com/mudbattles. And we have some videos posted on there that links to a related event that was held in Florida, so you can kind of get an idea of how things are going to roll. Well,
Justin, that sounds really great. We really appreciate you coming and telling us a little bit about the event and the activities coming up, and look forward to the event in June.
Thank you.
And now to Jennifer Splittorff, our Parks and Recreation Commissioner, to tell us a little bit about some Did You Know facts of your Parks and Recreation Department.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Splittorff with the Blue Springs Parks and Recreation Commission. Did you know that studies have indicated that green spaces that are adjacent to residential areas have shown to create neighborhoods that have fewer violent and property crimes? This is a result of neighbors and friends interacting and socializing within our parks that create stronger, safer neighborhoods. By connecting with nature in one of our 14 parks here in Blue Springs, residents have found to have reduced mental fatigue, stress, and aggression. So I encourage you to get outside with your family, your friends, your neighbors, and enjoy one of our Blue Springs parks.
The annual Blue Springs 4th of July fireworks show will take place on Friday, July 4th at the Blue Springs High School PV Stadium. With over 900 fireworks filling the sky in a 20-minute show, this is one of Jackson County's largest firework displays. Prior to the fireworks, KFKF will provide pre-celebration entertainment with Austin Webb, a new and up-and-coming country artist. Opening for Austin will be 6 Degrees West. This event is free and gates open at 6:30 p.m. with entertainment beginning at 7:30 p.m. and fireworks at approximately 9:30 p.m. Tailgating is allowed in the parking lot and concessions will be available. Boot Camp in the Park Get Fit Challenge. This new 8-week fitness group with certified personal trainer Amber Evans is designed to shake up your fitness routine or simply help you get started while having fun together. Also new this year is our 8-week Get Fit Challenge, a weight loss competition that includes nutrition sessions, recipe ideas, bi-weekly weigh-ins, and online support community. Prizes will be awarded to the top 3. Join the challenge alone or combine it with our boot camp class for maximum results.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already outplaying him. The odds of this gentle lad winning the Junior World Golf Championships at the age of 14? 1 in 16 million. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours? 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice? 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our co-workers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Give a gift of meals to a family in need. Visit feedingamerica.org/giveameal today.
It's amazing how parks create safer neighborhoods like that.
It really truly is. To get some more Did You Know facts, visit us on our new Facebook page or become a friend of Blue Springs Parks and Recreation. One of the things when developing our show we wanted to bring back was a favorite segment of our viewers on CTV7. Coop's Corner with Randy Cooper, our park superintendent. Randy's today is going to show us how to plant a tree.
Hi, my name is Randy Cooper from the Blue Springs Parks and Recreation Department. Welcome to Coop's Corner. One of the things that we often get asked about in the Parks and Recreation Department is how to plant a tree, when to plant a tree, and all those little things that go along with planting a tree. So I thought I would take a little time and share that with you. And I brought a couple of my guys to help me out. The first thing that you have to do is find out what you want to do, why you want to do it, and where you want to put it. So we often ask ourselves a big question. What kind of tree and where is it going to go? And that helps out in determining the right place to put it. A tree has to have room to grow or it will cause problems for you later. As an example, is it too close to a house? Is it under a power line? Is there underground utilities you have to worry about? All those questions must be asked first before you start digging for your tree. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is look at our site. And right here we're in a park. We know we have nothing above, we have nothing below, and there's nothing around. So this is going to be an ideal spot to plant our tree. And this tree is going to be a 25-gallon container grown tree. And we're going to start with that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick out our site and we're going to dig our hole. The important thing to do is to determine the size of the hole you want to dig. And we use a rule of 5. The ball of the tree as 1, we want to dig that hole 5 times bigger. Now, I know a lot of times that's not possible, especially in a home situation, but if we're in a park, we want to get a maximum amount of opportunity for the tree to sprout and grow. And one of the reasons why we dug this hole this big, and we've just taken the sod off at this point, is we're going to dig up and agitate all this dirt. And when we put it back in, it'll be all stirred up and all loosened up, and it will really provide an opportunity for those roots to dig out before they hit what is the existing soil. This may seem like a really big hole, but like I said, the benefits are far outweigh the effort. You don't plant a tree for today or for tomorrow, you plant it for the rest of your life. So you want to make sure that the foundation that you're building on is appropriate to the job. Two things we have to do when we get the tree first started to go into the hole is to look at the ball and make sure that we don't have what are called circling roots. Roots tend to grow out to the edge of the pot and then circle around. So we got to kind of break those up, loosen them up, and in some cases we have to cut them so that they will start growing again. Otherwise, they will grow in a circle in the hole and then strangle the tree. By pulling these roots loose, we're in effect encouraging new growth, and they will come out and they will start away from the tree like we want them to. The next thing you want to do is check for the root flare. Oftentimes in nursery grown trees, they keep adding more stuff on top and it covers up the trunk. We have to be very careful not to let anything get against the trunk when it grows. So we have to dig back and find the top of the root flare. In this case, it's right here. So we're going to dig back the soil here a little bit and straighten out these roots and get them all to grow away from the tree. Now we're putting the loosened soil back in around the tree. And another question that we get a lot is, do we pack that dirt in good and tight, or do we leave it loose? What do we do to make sure that we get the best effort for the tree? Well, it's going to be kind of a combination of both. You want to make sure that you remove any air pockets, but you also want to make sure that you don't close up all the air pockets so that water cannot get into the tree. Another thing that's often asked is whether or not we put fertilizer or any kind of amendment in the soil that we backfill the tree. The answer is, it depends. A lot of times the soil is good enough as it is. The tree has to live in that soil So adding something extra is just going to create a little bit of paradise around the tree, but it will not encourage it to grow outwards. So most often we want to keep the same soils around the tree. But if we have a really high clay content soil or very rocky where we don't want to put all that back in there, then we can add some stuff into it, such as some organic matter, some peat moss, but more preferably some good black soil that's well drained. Okay, we've taken this tree and got it all planted, all backfilled, everything's real happy. We've taken and created a little bit of a basin here on the top. You can see where groundwater, when it rains, will wash in and kind of hold here to help water the tree. And this is real important to make sure that we keep the tree in its position and keep it watered whenever we can, especially with a natural water source. Another thing we will do here at the very end is we will add water to this. So that's always the last thing you do when you're planting a tree, is you got to get water on it. The next thing we're going to do is add the mulch. And as the guys put the mulch in, they're going to put it about 2 to 3 inch layer over the top of the soil, but being very careful not to get it next to the bark. One of the often asked questions about mulch is, how big of the mulch ring do we put around the tree? And the simple answer is as big as you can possibly stand it. The roots are going to grow way out from the tree, not so much down like a lot of people think. So we want to get that out there as far as we can, and this mulch is going to act like a blanket to keep the soil moisture and the soil temperatures at a more constant state. This will allow for the roots to grow and help anchor the tree. Now, special care is going to be taken here to prevent mulch from getting up against the bark of the tree. Bark does not like to have water against it, so the mulch, if it's up against the tree, will hold moisture and can cause rot against the base. We're staking the trees, and one thing we do when we want to stake the tree is we're actually staking the ball. We really don't mind if the tree moves. We just want that root ball to stay nice, tight contact with the soil. So if it moves around, it'll work its way loose and break all the new roots. So we're going to stake it at the prevailing wind direction, which for Missouri is southwest to northeast. So we're going to put a stake on each side of the tree in that direction, and they will wire it low to hold the ball, not to hold the tree. Now we're using wire here so that we can adjust the tension on this easily. You will notice that there is a piece of a garden hose the wire has run through, and it's around the tree. This prevents any kind of damage to the trunk. A young tree is very susceptible to trunk damage, and we have to monitor this to make sure that it's not rubbing, or we don't want a hole rub through the bark. You can see that he's using the handle of the pliers to put tension on the wire. This will keep everything nice and firm, and again, we are doing the ball, not the tree. And we can come back and check this out and make sure it's tight, or if it needs to be loosened up in the future. The last thing we got to do is put some water on this tree. And we're going to water it at least 2 to 3 times a week for the first year, and maybe even into the second year, depending on the weather. A young tree is going to require lots of water to get really established. I hope you got something on how to plant a tree. It's really not that difficult, and the results and the benefits last a lifetime. Every year in the Parks Department, we plant a tree that is dedicated to the Arbor Day. And today we are planting for that very reason. This particular tree is called a black gum. And we really encourage a diverse forest in our park system, so we don't plant a whole bunch of the same thing. We try to plant a bunch of different types of species. And we hope this one will be here for a long, long time. I would like to thank Chuck and Drew for helping me out today, and we'll see you next time on Coop's Corner.
Blue Springs Kids Triathlon. The Blue Springs Kids Triathlon is entering its 4th year, and the 2014 event will be held on Saturday, June 21st at the Blue Springs Family YMCA. The youth triathlon consists of 4 divisions: Tri for Tots, Novice 6 to 10-year-olds, and competitive divisions for 6 to 10-year-olds and 11 to 14-year-olds. Thanks to Blue Springs Hy-Vee sponsorship, the registration fees were lowered this year. Registration fee is $15 for Tots and $25 for all other divisions. All participants receive a t-shirt, finishing medal, and post-race food and drink. For more information or to register for the Kids Triathlon, go to our website at www.bluespringsgov.com/Kids Triathlon.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Thank you for joining us on today's show. If you want any more information about anything you've seen, please go to www.bluespringsgov.com/parks. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or send us an email at parks@bluespringsgov.com. I'm Kayleigh Mayfield.
And I'm Dennis Stovall. We hope to see you in our parks soon. What do you think, Justin?